what's up, everybody, and welcome to Friday Internet Marketing. Which camera am I looking at? It's this one. All right. I knew I'd find it eventually. That's the one problem. You know, I've noticed news anchors do that every once in a while. You know, they're looking totally at the wrong camera. But I think they have a little light above their camera. See, I don't have that. I don't have a little light, you know? There. See, now I got this one up here. I like to make that one black and white. Hold on. Can I do that? I should stop messing. That's what I should do. Nope. Totally wrong camera. No, forget it. No black and white today. I can't be artistic every day. All right. Hey, Colorado. Hey, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. All right. It looks like people are coming in. I love it. I love it. Friday Internet Marketing only means one good thing. I mean, it means awesome stuff, actually. It means get to hang out with you awesome people. San Antonio, man, it's like, this is the best thing. Can you believe the internet? Can you believe that? You guys, and I bet California's in there too somewhere, right? San Antonio, man. Well, it is fantastic to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I just literally about 3 minutes ago got out of a all-day training session on what? What do I do again? Oh yeah, search engine optimization, that's right. And it was for Cuyahoga Community College. We did some training for them on, you know, getting better at search engine optimization. And you know, I don't know, it's probably been a while since we've talked about fundamentals here, but I think maybe we should take a second, right? We should take a minute and understand a little about the fundamentals of optimizing your presence in the search engines. Shall we? Shall we? But let me just say this. If you're new to Friday Internet Marketing, welcome. It's awesome that you are here. Awesome, I tell you. I will say that it is meant to be an open forum, that you can ask any question you want, and I will try my best to answer it. I don't know that I will always have the answer, but I'll try, you know. Questions, I just take questions on, you know, first come, first served basis, and you can feel free to ask any question that you would like. Even though I might be talking about something else, ask any question you want, and I'll gladly get to it. I usually will just finish the topic I was thinking about, and then and I'll get to your question. So please feel free. I am more than happy to do site reviews. I haven't done a site review in a long time. When we first started this, oh, nice. What do you think about the article that was published this week that said SEO will be dead in 10 years? Haha, good question. That's very good. So I don't offhand know that particular article, but let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on here. Let's do a search. Let me pull up my trusty browser. Okay, January 5th. So here, this is interesting that you mention it, because the imminent death of SEO has been long prophesized. So you can see here there was one on January 5th. It said, will SEO be dead in 2012, or is it already dead? February 13th, will the yellow pages be dead in 5 years? So there you go. I mean, not everybody is just SEO dead. There's another one, August 31st, the stars of SEO search. It said, but no one can know what will be in 10 or even 5 years. SEO will be dead in the same way it was 5 years ago. It's kind of a joke, right? We have been talking about the death of SEO for years. Oh, you're the awesome. Thank you. I'm going to pull it up right now. Okay, why SEO will disappear in the next 10 years. Let's see here. The power of recommendations will bring about the demise of search engine optimization, according to the CEO of social media software company. So here, search engine optimization helps businesses, individuals, and any group be found on the internet. Okay, however, this is slowly and steadily changing. Today, 60 to 80% of so-called educated purchase decisions are based on recommendations. Recommendations are made by trusted groups or individuals. Okay, so this is interesting. So What does this mean to SEO? Why should a business invest in it if most purchaser decisions are based on recommendations? Wouldn't it be smarter to invest in the recommendation chain instead of SEO? Wouldn't it be more effective and successful to make sure people recommend a product than hope to come up higher on the list? Okay, so this is interesting. Now, this is pretty cool. So what they're saying here is 60 to 80% of educated purchase decisions are based on recommendations, meaning user-generated reviews, typically, that people look to user-generated reviews to make purchasing decisions. Absolutely. Now, I don't know for sure if it's 60 to 80%. Could be. I don't know. I would say it is probably high. I love them, right? Don't you love like reading about what people say about products and services? I mean, I love going to Amazon and just seeing what people have to say about things. So let's see. What do I need to buy? I need to buy. All right. Well, the Android everybody loves. Let's see. Well, actually, let's look at the Kindles here on the front page. Here's the Kindle Fire. 15,000 customer reviews, 4 out of 5 stars. So you can come down here, and the interesting thing is this is an Amazon product, but they don't, discriminate on negative reviews. So here it says, I want to love it, I really do, but I can't. As a longtime Kindle fan, I was eager to get my hands on a Fire. For the most part, I found that it does what I wanted it to, which is to be the one device that can take with me anywhere. There's some great features. The Reader app is excellent, though not without flaws. The App Store, blah, 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 but I guess they don't. The moral of the story is they're not into it. But check this out. The most, and this one's interesting, the most helpful, favorable review. A great device when you consider price and function with a few flaws. So the most helpful, favorable review isn't even perfectly favorable. It's still 4 out of 5 stars. It says the first and most important thing that should be said about the Kindle Fire is it is not an iPad killer. It is not designed to be. I have seen so many articles and comments comparing this to the iPad. The surveys where people are asked if they will be buying a Kindle Fire over the iPad this Christmas. If you're expecting an iPad and email tablet, you will be, I imagine, disappointed. So you would be foolish to not read some of these reviews, right? So isn't this is the 60 to 80% of educated purchases, right? If you were going to buy the Kindle Fire, and you thought it was going to be your solution for an e-reader and your iPad, what they're telling you here is, I wouldn't, if you want it to be everything for you, you're going to probably be a little disappointed. And so these user-generated reviews are so powerful. And I love the fact that people rate the reviews. So you can see here, 21,598 of 22,184 people found the following review helpful. And so not only do you get a citizen journalism-like review, you also get a citizen protection agency. This is all citizen-driven. That 21,598 people say, you know what, this is a pretty darn good review. So, absolutely does this play a part. Now, let me see if I can do this on the fly. So, I did a presentation, and where I talked about some stats, and I'm going to see if I can find the presentation. Let's see here. What is that company? Okay, hold on. I think I got it. We'll see here. We'll see. So I wanted to show you this stat here, if it'll come up. All right. So, okay, hold on. All right. So let me see if I can. What am I looking for here? It's not in this. Oh well, too bad. So the stat that I was trying to find was something along the lines of a huge portion of research is done online. Like, I don't know, 90% of product research is done online. But then another huge percent of purchases are done offline. Okay, so do you understand what I'm saying there? So people go online to research things and then oftentimes go offline to buy them, right? This is a good question. I'm coming up next on it. That's a good one. So what we know is that they're reading all kinds of reviews. You go and read a review about a camcorder, for example. There's tons of reviews. There's tons of professional reviews. There's tons of amateur reviews. There's all this information. And you can learn, you can be such a more savvy consumer by looking at reviews, online reviews. And so absolutely do user-generated reviews play a significant part in a purchasing decision. However, when people are looking for things, they have to get there somehow, right? So, let's say, for example, you want to get a tablet, right? And you've heard that there's, you of course know that there's the iPad 3, right? You're going to invest one. You can't stand it anymore. You're the last person on the block that doesn't have a tablet. You can't handle it anymore. The iPad 3's gone out. You don't even have an iPad 1. What are you doing? But you say, you know what? I am a smart consumer. And I know that there is more out there than an iPad. I don't know what else there is. I don't know another name of another kind of iPad. Maybe you don't even know that word tablet, right? Let's just say, there's got to be something. I know I saw something about other kinds of those things, other kinds of iPads. And so what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to say, okay, well, iPad 3, you see that. But I'm going to say something like iPad alternate. So now I've typed in iPad AL. Do you see that? And I'm like, yes, iPad alternatives. And here it is. So now, on December 16th, there was the top 21 best tablet, PC, iPad alternatives. Then 4 days ago, top 10 iPad alternatives. I'm like, wow, that's fresh. That's fresh content. And then you come over here and you have to endure an annoying pop-up that I thought pop-ups were going to be dead, but no, they're back. They're back. So here they are. Top 10 iPad alternatives. And you can come through here and you can see this is a professional. This is laptopmag.com. This is a terrible site, though. So you can come. What is going on? Oh, man, I get it. You have ads. Okay. So, all right, here, let's try this. So there's the Acer Iconia tab, A2000. It's got 3.5 stars. Here comes another one, the Asus ePad Transformer Pride. I don't know, maybe it doesn't have any stars. I don't see any stars. But I can come through here and find things that I can then research. And so you're like, so I would say, oh, wow, I actually have an ePC from Asus. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that name, and I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to put that name in here. And so now, look, now what I'm going to do maybe is I'm going to read more reviews. So here's 458 reviews on, I don't know what site this is, Google products. Okay. So here, the long battery life is good too. GPS signal for me was good. Very thin, fast, and easy to use. Performance-wise, I love it. It's sleek, light, beautiful, packs a lot of power. It's amazingly thin and lightweight, great for its price. So then I can start reviewing these. So what I'm getting at here is this, that you don't always start your research knowing what it is you are trying to research. So, and the question here that we're going to get from San Antonio is, what about B2B, right? So let's say you have a construction company and you need construction accounting software or construction billing software. You don't know anything about the construction billing software market. But if you go to the Google and you type it in, you will see construction billing software. And there it is. There are all this construction billing software. And you'd be like, wow, I had no idea that there was billing software just for the construction market. You might have, if you're in construction, you probably knew that, but probably novel to anybody not in construction. And so this becomes very useful because you're like, oh, well, look, there is Viewpoint CS, there is FreshBooks, there's Sage Construction Billing. I wish I had invented that. I did not. I am not the sage of Sage Construction Billing software. And so then I can start going through these and try to research them. But San Antonio rightfully says, so how do you get product reviews if you're a B2B software company? Our buyers are lurkers in social media and don't post reviews, ! I know. I hate that. Drives me nuts. So, what you could do is you could probably build how about this? If I'm talking about construction billing software, how about an article on the top 10 construction billing software, You could even put it on your own corporate site. So let's say, top 10 is a lot. Let's say the top 5. I bet you know the top 5, right? Let's say you build, you developed construction accounting software, all right? And you know your competitors. You know your competitors better than their customers know them. Because you bought their software, you're testing it, you're seeing what their new products are, what their new services are, and you have the best accounting software, the best construction accounting software. You know it. It may not be that might not be the cheapest, it may not be the coolest looking, but one way or another, it is the best. You obviously have an angle, right? I would hope. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Does anybody not think their software or their thing is not the best in some way, shape, or form? So this maybe is going to sound apocryphal. Is that the word? I don't know. Hypocritical? No, not hypocritical. The apocalyptic. Apocryphal, I'm telling you. Why don't you review, honestly, your competitors? So let's imagine this. Let's say you write a blog post comparing the top 5 softwares, the top 5 construction software, and you honestly review yours, and you honestly review your competitors. Do you think people wouldn't love that? And on top of that, you allow commenting. So then at the bottom you say, and we welcome all feedback. And so what if you made this amazing resource that analyzed the 5 top services or products in your B2B market? Don't you think you would kill for that phrase? Top construction software. What's the phrase? I can't remember. Top construction billing software, the top 5, the number 1 best construction, or billing construction software reviews. You would kill for this. People would love this. And so what I'm telling you is, you are 100% right, and I wish they would not do it. I don't understand it, quite honestly. People spend thousands of dollars to work with me, right? thousands of dollars, but they do not review me. I don't know why. Would you review me, please? Here, hold on. Take 1 minute and just review me. You know, that would be awesome if it ever comes up. I have a page on my blog that says Review SageRock, if it ever comes up. You know, I try to get good internet. I swear I do. I try. I'm not just being rolled over. You see that? Review SageRock. I try to get good internet. I cannot get good internet. I don't know why I can't get it. It's like they don't want me to have good internet. I don't know. All right. So here is a page that lists three places you can review me. And so you might consider this. You might consider heavily suggesting to your customers that they review you. This is a hole in our economic cycle. The B2B companies are not getting reviewed. I do not understand it. It does not make sense. They're expensive. They are involved and complicated, and it would be incredibly valuable if people would just take a minute and review their B2B service providers. And let's see if I can show you this guy. Hold on. See this? Hold on. Watch this. Okay. See that guy? Do you see him? That's this guy here. He pretends he's blind. All right. He walks around. He walks around the neighborhood. He uses his cane. He uses his cane as a walking stick. And he gets free rides on the bus. I have once seen him. There's a hole in our sidewalk just over here. It's not on our property, but it's like a drainage hole that's never been covered. I saw him once just casually walk over it. I have almost killed myself on that thing. But I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest. This guy is not blind. He's not blind. He walks across the street every day, not at a walk signal. Anyways, I digress. These are the things that bother me in life. But you know what? If it helps him get a free ride on the bus, so be it. Not begging for money. I don't know. Whatever. So at any rate, we need to review our B2B companies, okay? We need to let our fellow business people in on our experiences. Now, you know what? Maybe it's a competitive thing. Maybe you're like, well, I don't want my competitors to know that I use this. But you don't have to. It can be anonymous. You can, use your personal Gmail account or something and post that way. But we are by not reviewing our B2B services and products, we're giving them a free pass. They're getting off too easy, and we can't allow that. We can't allow that to go on. That B2B people need reviewed just like the consumer products are getting reviewed. And it doesn't have to be in depth. You don't have to be the greatest reviewer on planet Earth, but you have to let people know how things are going. And so what I can suggest is to ask your customers to review you. Send out a link and an email and say, hey, would you take a minute and review us? It would really help us a lot. But you are 100% right that lurkers are prevalent in the B2B world. And I truly don't understand why. I mean, is it laziness? I don't know what it is. I don't know. But at any rate, those are really very, very good questions. But I do not ultimately believe that SEO is dead. The amount of traffic on Google is insanely high. So let me show you this. Google Trends it will show you the amount of traffic that a site gets. So I really like Google Trends. I recommend it for searching all kinds of things. Oh, I have this really cool thing I want to show you after this. Hold on. So you can just go to google.com and you will see, you'll see the amount of traffic that, that it gets. And so, I don't know, actually, that's interesting. It does seem to be that there was maybe a drop-off, a search volume index. But I do not see a decline, an overarching decline in search volume. People are still using search engines, and if people use search engines, there's always going to be search engine optimization. Now, in the future, I do believe, and right now, incidentally, I do believe good products and services will find us. Meaning, when you post a review about something, you can share that on your Facebook wall or your Twitter account or whatnot. And that then can be that your friends and associates become marketers for products, or anti-marketers. If they say, look, that's a terrible product, don't ever buy that. If you want to hate yourself, go buy that. So these are things that I believe are going to happen, that we are going to see an increase in our friends and connections on the social media sphere, guiding us towards things that they feel are important. But I do not see personally a decline in search traffic, and the fact of the matter is sometimes we don't know exactly what it is we're trying to search for, So there is this important discovery phase that goes on in searching, that we're trying to hone down the stuff that people want to find. And I will say also that if you look at your own stats, you'll see that people are going to Google and typing in your name. They are going to Google and typing in your company name. And so at the very least, you need to make sure that you're appearing for that. But you can also see that if you have some interesting content on your site, you will find that people are coming to your site based on key phrases that you appear for. And so I do not believe that SEO is dead simply until the search engines die. I don't think that it will die. I do believe that it changes. What search engine optimization means today is different than what it meant 10 years ago for sure. And so it does change, but it's an interesting consideration, but I don't think that it is. I don't think it's dead yet, anywhere near it actually. But it's very valid because you see the article often. So pretty interesting stuff. I think that's enough of a lesson, I suppose, if it were, because I've got some news that I wanted to share for you. But please feel free to ask more questions. Those are great questions, by the way. Thank you so much. So I wanted to show you some of this. Here, let me close a couple windows real quick. So, did you see this? Pinterest. Come on. Pinterest drives more traffic to a website than Twitter. Let me give you this link right here. That's the link. Thought this was pretty interesting. Pinterest drove more traffic to online publishers in February than Twitter, according to third-party measurement data. That's an impressive figure, given that the 2-year-old site has an estimated 11.7 million active registered users compared to Twitter's more than 100 million. The data was provided by Shareaholic, whose sharing widget is used across more than 200,000 online publishers, mostly independent bloggers. Between them, those publishers reach some 270 million unique visitors every month. In February, the company found that less than half, 48.8%, of all traffic came from Google, followed by Facebook. So, interestingly, this comes back to the point we were just discussing. 48% of traffic comes from Google to sites, then Facebook, then Yahoo, StumbleUpon, Bing. Pinterest came in at 6th at 1.05%, beating out Twitter at 0.82%. Isn't that interesting? Google is the lion's share of referral traffic. This makes the case, I think, that potentially quite the opposite, that search is incredibly important. And then look, direct traffic, people typing in your domain, 19%. And then Facebook, and look at that. I mean, it's just very interesting. So, have you ever been to the, I'm saying bye to my class, bye. They were still back there. They're so friendly. All right, so, okay, so it's interesting, right? So let's see here. So this is a pretty good one. I read this article. This is a pin on a pin. This is Randy Jackson from American Idol. This is a pin that he had on his jacket. And what happens is when you click that link, it takes you to the article, webpronews.com. So WebPro News had the picture and they pinned it. And so what they're saying is in this study is that people are doing that left and right. Now, this is why I think Pinterest is getting more traffic than Twitter to sending it to sites is because every one of these pictures goes to a site. Not every tweet goes to a site. Seen on the streets of Quito, Ecuador. Boy, that's captivating, right? I gotta like that for sure, man. Oops, clicked it again. How many times am I going to click that? I need to like that. Yes, indeedy. Okay, so that I believe is why. Good question. Good question. Yes. So that's why I believe that click-through traffic from Pinterest is higher than Twitter, because I don't think a lot of people link to their site on Twitter. And I don't know that a lot of people really want to link off of, look at that, pretzel bites. That looks good. Look at those, so delicious. I don't think a lot of people want to leave Twitter. They like to just stay on Twitter. So this is another good question. What Pinterest terms of service legal issues? So maybe you're saying, what are the ramifications? All these people just, blatantly stealing images and putting them on Twitter. Or on Pinterest, right? Is that the question? Because it's a very valid question. One of the things that you should understand about social media is we do not know the legal ramifications of most of this. And the people that get the advantage are people that take the risk first, okay? And in fact, we won't know the legal ramification of this. Yeah, you can get sued. Right. So we will not know the ramifications of this for some time, maybe years. Because the question is, who said you could link to this picture? Tracy's culinary adventures, her pretzel bites, Poor Tracy, she made these delicious pretzel bites, and then somebody stole her image and put it on the Pinterest. Okay? So, what you should understand is the web is about this all the time. So, I don't know, let's just see what's up with Syria, right? So here, if I go to news, here you can see Syrian forces kill 54 ahead of a non-peace mission. Syria is stalling on humanitarian aid. Syrian opposition leaders reject call for dialogue. And you can see that content is being pulled out of all of these articles and put into Google. I really don't need to click on any of these to get the idea that, Syria is a train wreck. I get it. Moving on. I'm tired. I'm not tired of it. I just can't take it. It's too much stress. So, okay. So let's go back to Google. Okay, did I crash it? Did I crash it? No, I did not. All right. Okay, hold on. So let's do this. Let's just keep going back. So Google is interesting because something else they steal are user-generated reviews. Okay, so let's do Domino's Pizza. Let's see here. Let's see. Can we find a review on Domino's Pizza? Do they have any? Okay, that's a terrible one. Let's do something better. Let's do, do they have Kindle reviews? I don't know. No. Okay, I'm going to do New York Pizza because there's 1 billion reviews on that. Okay, here's Lombardi's Pizza, John's Pizzeria. Let's go to Lombardi's Pizzeria, 692 reviews. All right. Now, also what they link to are reviews on Insider Pages, TripAdvisor, and City Search. And now I believe that most of the reviews here are on Google now. I think most of these reviews are Google reviews. But it used to not be that way. It used to be that Google scraped the reviews from Insider Pages, TripAdvisor, and City Search, and Yelp, and put them on here. And Yelp in particular went to Google and said, "Hey Google, would you mind stop putting our reviews on your website?" And Google said, "No sweat. We'll also stop indexing you because, we don't have to index you either." And so what happens is that powerful sites get a pass because people want the traffic. Now, Pinterest has the same option. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Okay, pin it button. You can come over to to Pinterest, and you can say, "Don't pin me." Okay? Where is it? Okay. Let's see, I'll find it here. Okay, hold on. No pin Pinterest code. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Okay. So here, they say here, let's see. It's in here somewhere. I gotta find it. I gotta show you this. So commenting, linking. Okay, what if I don't want images from my site to be pinned? Okay, here it is. I'll give it to you. So you can come in here and say, fine, do not allow people to pin images from my site. What if I don't want images pinned to my site? We have a small piece of code that you can add to the head of any page on your site. When the user tries to pin your site, they'll see the message, "This site doesn't allow pinning to Pinterest. Please contact the owner with any questions. Thanks for visiting." All right? So you can opt out. Don't pin. Don't get the traffic. They are totally cool with it. This, in my mind, is ridiculous. Not dangerous, but I would say they call it penny wise and pound foolish. You can also see that Flickr has added this. This is right up the alley of what Flickr would do, right? They are not allowing people to pin from private photos, okay? So it says popular photo sharing site Pinterest has recently been the subject of copyright concern over its handling of third-party content, and on Monday it responded to that concern by implementing a no-pin code that allows content creators to prevent their work from being pinned. As of today, Flickr has deployed the no-pin code, preventing Pinterest users from grabbing photos from those who have opted out of sharing and made their content private. So we've corrected the story to reflect the nuance in Flickr's application of the no-pin code. Flickr is only blocking Pinterest from private photos or those who have been protected by opting out of sharing. Okay, so this is this is the new thing. And this is interesting that you can say, look, you are not allowed to pin my photos. But, and I think this would solve a legal issue, I think. That you could, if somebody said, hey, how dare you have my picture on your site, on your Pinterest, Pinterest could come back and say, well, fine, just put this code and we won't use it. But what you're doing there is basically what Google was doing with Yelp, was saying, look, fine, you don't want your reviews on our site, we won't bother indexing you. And so it's interesting because copyright becomes a tricky thing because, you know, like go to YouTube, for example, and see all the remakes of sites, you know, of songs. So, like, all right, I'm sure there's probably the Justin Bieber Baby song. I bet you it has been remade 1,000,000 times. So, Justin Bieber's Baby song is the most viewed video on YouTube. Okay, 714 million views. And you can see people have reposted this all over. Now, what YouTube has done now is that it has automatically, it has the ability to listen to songs, and if the song is on the site, a song that is copyrighted, it links to the song and allows you to buy it. And on top of that, it also creates a greater reach for the song. So we are now in an era that music producers want people to redo the song and to mash up the song because it can gain a lot of traffic. The law is, I think, misaligned with current day culture. I believe that for the most part, people are not going to probably sue Pinterest, especially since they've given them the opt-out code, because they want the traffic. And that's what we are seeing now, that increasingly people with copyrighted material are allowing other people to use the copyrighted material. And so this is a new trend. If it were me, I would encourage anybody that wanted to put my images on their site to do it, because it automatically creates a link back to my site and allows, it allows for greater exposure. So I'm all for it. But are there copyright issues? I think there probably are, and I imagine people will sue Pinterest. But we don't know. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. The other interesting thing is not only can you pin things from other sites, but I can take like this piece, I can take this bread image and I can embed it on my own site. So I can now take this image that somebody has stolen, right, and put it on my own site. So now it's been double stolen, which is amazing. It is a very interesting time, and copyright is an interesting topic that is evolving quite rapidly. But awesome questions. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty good. Google wants to teach you about internet marketing. They got some free classes that you might, you guys are all of the learning persuasion, so you might check this out. These are some webinars that Google has got going on. Yesterday morning they announced its new Learn with Google webinar program, which is designed to share best practices across a variety of topics: paid search, mobile ads, display, YouTube, Google Analytics. 8 webinars are formally announced, all taking place during the month of March. And there they are. So you might check those out. That could be fun. They are probably quite good, I would imagine. Let's see. Employers. Wow, this was freaky. This freaked me out. So here, you want to talk about rights. There's this article that came out. Let me close some of these windows here. I think my computer's on its last legs. It's about ready to die. Check this out. Employers are asking to see your private Facebook account. Employers may ask to see your Facebook account, it says. Privacy settings may not stop employers or colleges from gaining access to your social media accounts. Here's a trend particular to the social media age. Employers requesting access to applicants' accounts during job interviews. The ACLU filed a complaint last year after applicants were asked to give their username and password to the Maryland State Department of Corrections. The department has since asked potential employees to log in to their accounts themselves, but allow the interviews to page through the accounts, looking at information typically only available to users' Facebook friends. Similarly, collegiate student athletes are sometimes required to allow coaches to look at their social media accounts. The athletes have been required to friend a coach on Facebook and allow the coach the same access to information as the athlete. Oh my gosh. This seems insane. Insane. Maybe it's okay if you live in a totalitarian regime, but we still have a constitution to protect us, says Bradley Shear, Washington, D.C. lawyer. It's not a far leap from reading people's Facebook posts to reading their email. As a society, where are we going to draw the line? Right? This is crazy. But is it legal? I mean, could they fire you or not hire you because they can't see your Facebook page? Would you want to work there? No, don't work there. Don't work with those people. All right. Last thing I want to share with you. Facebook rolls out offers for some. So this is kind of a thing that you might keep an eye out for. Give you this link. All right, let's see here. Facebook rolls out offers for some. I was tempted to start this post with a sentence about Facebook making an offer you can't refuse, but that would be cliche and I'm better than that, huh? So let's skip the pleasantries, get ready to meet. Facebook has a new deal option called Offers. Using the system, a business can place a coupon on their Facebook page. Fans click the coupon to claim it, and they get an email with the coupon code, and hopefully they use the coupon to spend money at your business. So you can see the example there. Facebook only just made the announcement official, but one Facebook marketing blogger noticed a few of these offers back in February. She has a great post outlining it. So something to keep in mind. As for bugs, they appear to have some. Look at the response. Einstein Bagel Brother got to the leap year B1G1 offer. I have yet to receive my coupon. Requested yesterday, and it's not my inbox or spam folder. No email. I didn't get the email. Of 205 comments, quite a few were complaining about not getting the email. Some found it hidden in the spam folder. One woman said the store refused the coupon when she went in. That's poor communication. All right. So anyways, this is something to consider that they were kind of rolling out. How to create an offer guideline on Facebook doesn't show any way to cap the number of people who download the coupon. That could be a big problem. All right. So this might be something for you to consider. I'll give you that link as well. Can't hurt. Offers, a free way to offer offers. Something to consider. All right. I think that's enough for one day. That's a lot of good thoughts. Thank you for the questions. I always appreciate the questions. What am I doing this weekend? I'm speaking tomorrow. I'm on a speaking tear. I hope my voice is feeling good. But yeah, I'm speaking to the Greater Cleveland PC users group on social media. That should be interesting. Hardcore people that meet at 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Those are people that love PCs. It's impressive. It's impressive. Oh, and then I think I'm going to the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day parade with my 7-year-old son, so he can watch crazy drunk people on the streets of Cleveland. That should be fun. It should be good. It'll be a lesson in why not to publicly intoxicate yourself. Yes, the PC user group. That's us. That's it. I'm going there. If you're in Cleveland, come, would you? I would love it. It's going to be fun. I'm a morning guy, so it should be good. Founded in 1982. Hardcore people, man. And there it is. The most important social media you should be doing now. If you come, I can't tell you now. But if you want to know next week, ask me. But, most important social media you should be doing now. And just in case you're going to come, I don't want to give it away, All right, you all awesome, awesome people. Thank you so much for coming. I always look forward to this. It's always a big pick-me-up. I hope you find it interesting and fun as well. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. And if I don't see you tomorrow at the PC Users Group, yes, Cleveland State's main classroom. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. Yes. Please come. That's classroom. What is that? What classroom is that? Hold on. 1 second. There I am. Da, 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 da. Okay, directions to the meeting room are available here. Here, let me give you the directions. This is good. Okay. So please, yeah, here they are. So main classroom building, room 136 on the Cleveland State University campus. You can park on the East 22nd Street. This is good. I need this. This is totally what I need. All right. You all are awesome. Have I said that enough? Because you really are. Truly awesome. Okay, everybody. Have a fantastic day. I hope you do something super awesome this weekend, and I will see you all next week. Okay, everybody. Take care and have a great, great weekend. Bye.